what was it like the day you got like the call or the news, like, hey, you're going to be in the next Mortal Kombat movie?
I had auditioned for it, earlier in the year, months before I ever got the call. And I never in a million years thought I was going to get it. So I'll be totally honest. I went into the audition going, let's just get this over and done with so we can both get on with our lives. And I forgot all about it. I really, really did. And I was in pre-production on a film that I was directing in Sydney, and I got a call. It must have been like 3 or 4 months later. And they go, hey, do you remember that Mortal Kombat thing you went for? And I went, vaguely. Yeah, what was it again? And they go, oh, well, you better brush up on it because you got it. I went, what? What? And I was just, that's how surprising it was for me. That was the one audition with the casting director 3-4 months earlier, and I assume they asked a bunch of other people who said no or had scheduling conflicts or something, and they ended up with me.
They didn't. You were the first choice. I know this for a fact.
Yeah, well.
I know that.
But yeah, that was it, man. That's how I got it. I was very surprised. Yeah. What about you?
I mean, laugh out every time I laughed out loud in that movie was a Kano line.
I know.
Like, just
hilarious. We were like that on set. We couldn't keep straight faces when he was around, which was the whole time my character was on screen. And I'm so serious in the movie, and I was like, this is not helping my cause. But I was actually in Greece. It was awesome. I was on vacation, and I was like having a moment where I was like, oh God, I just can't wait to get back. And I've spent so much money here, and I really need another job. And I was the same though. I put myself on tape. I was actually away for work at the time. So I couldn't go into audition. So I had to put myself on self-tape, send it off. Didn't hear a thing. I think it would have been about the same thing, 3 or 4 months. And then I got this call, and I was in Mykonos, and I actually turned my phone off because I was just enjoying life. And I had emails coming through. I had my manager was messaging me on Instagram. They were coming from all directions, voicemails being like, where are you? And finally I answered, and they're like, you have this call with the director of Mortal Kombat. Remember that film? And I was like, yeah, of course I remember. And then we FaceTimed, and I got it. It was cool.
And now you're Sonya Blade.
I know. It's so awesome.
When you guys played Mortal Kombat, who was the character you always played as?
Mine's boring. It was Sonya, because she's the baddest bitch out there.
Mine was Sonya too.
Good. I love it.
Mine was Sonya 3.
We're all Sonyas.
I don't remember, actually. I have a feeling it was probably Liu Kang, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Liu Kang. He felt like the coolest one as a kid, I seem to recall.
Yeah. Josh, did you improv a lot of your lines, or were those all on the page? You
improv.
It was a lot of improv. It was a lot of improv. And that's thanks to Simon McCoy, who gave me the room to be able to do that. And that helped me find the character as much as anything else. But, I would often give a scripted version of it and then just go, look, do you mind if we play around a little bit? So I think what ends up in the film is quite a lot of improv. But yeah, so I was able to fuck around with it a bit. Yeah.
And every line that he delivers in the movie, you got to believe there were like 10 other ones.
Yeah.
That were an alt on that one that we were all just dying laughing at as well. So I don't even know how they would sift through that and pick a favorite. We were like crying half the time, laughing.
It must have been so much material to see. Yeah, because that's true. I would just go, let me do another one. I got something else. Just do a million different ones.
Release the Lawson cut.
Exactly.
Oh my God, release the Lawson cut. That's funny.
Well, this movie grants us with the one thing that every Mortal Kombat fan wants to see, and those are the finishers, the fatalities. Mm-hmm. So when you actually see yours like play out on screen, how did you react?
Yeah. Oh, for me, it's funny. I mean, it's brilliant. You see it obviously a bit in the trailer, so it's no big spoiler. But I think when I had said to friends when I first got the job, I was doing Mortal Kombat, I would say overwhelmingly the biggest comment was, "Oh, do you get to rip someone's heart out?" And I was like, "I think I do, man." And so to be able to do that was. I mean, yeah, it was fun to say the least, but it was really satisfying. And I got to say, it looks pretty cool the way they ended up doing it. But one of the things that I think is really cool about the film is there are a lot of practical effects in the film. It's not as CG heavy as you might expect. So there was a bit of puppetry and a bit of like, you know, holding a prosthetic heart, and there was like they were pumping it off screen, and so it was slippery, you know. So that sort of shit is I think you can tell when you watch the film, but it wasn't exactly like I was acting opposite a tennis ball. I mean, you are.
No, it was all happening in real time. We were watching it.
Yeah.
It was amazing. The intricacies of all of that and how much effort they put into making it real, which was also Simon's vision. He was like as little green or blue screen as possible. But yeah, I mean, the Fatalities are the best. I have a couple in there as well. I'd like to say I almost have one of the most.
You probably do.
Well, that is my time, but you are both fantastic, and I love the movie so much. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Nice
Thanks,
to meet
Ash.
you.
Thanks, everyone.